I guess I usually start it off like, I don't know how to start off a podcast.
Hold on, when I'm supposed to be looking at the screen, I'm supposed to be looking at that.
You look at whatever. You don't look at nothing. The screen, they're not supposed to know the screen there.
Oh, I'm new to all this.
It ain't live, so I mean, it is what it is.
Using that platforms, you know what I'm saying?
Platforms?
Yeah, it's a platform.
Oh, so my question is, how you start off a podcast?
How you started off?
Yeah.
Bro, I ain't come prepared for that question. What kind of question is that?
I mean, you got
with 3 Heinekens. That's when you answer the question. I'm ready to open this motherfucker up right now. I can cuss.
I guess I don't care.
I ain't no way to keep it clean or what. But yeah, I'm drinking.
Should we keep it
nice
PG-13? You know I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know, man. So what you been up to, man? Matter of fact, you gotta introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name Deon. I ain't gotta say my last name.
You say whatever you want to say, man.
Yeah, bro, hey, look, bro, this gonna be a crazy ass clip, bro, because I ain't used to this type of shit. But yeah, my name Deon for those who don't know me, and you know, what else you want to know, bro?
I mean, just introduce yourself, man. You don't gotta keep it simple or go into long.
32 years old.
You ain't gotta do all that, man. Unless you want to do all that.
I don't know, bro. You gotta be specific, bro.
But you could do it. This.
We gotta clip a whole lot of that shit, bro. I ain't used to doing this, bro. You said what I got to say now?
This your platform, man. You say whatever you want to say.
All right. I don't really know.
What the point? I mean,
I don't know how to introduce myself, bro.
You introduce yourself however you want to introduce yourself. It's a podcast, man.
Bro, I ain't used to this, bro. It's too much attention.
Too much attention for what?
I don't know, bro.
Ain't nobody even watching. Ain't nobody gonna be watching.
I don't know, bro. You never know who watching.
Who you think will watch?
I don't know.
Who you want to watch?
I don't want nobody to watch.
You say you don't want nobody to watch.
I mean, whoever click on your page and see it.
But
yeah, my name is Deon, and shout out to the Eagles.
Yeah, so
on that victory last night.
The main thing you said you want to talk about was the Eagles. So how you feel about the Eagles? You think they're going to the Super Bowl? Well, let's not even ask you about do you think they're going to the Super Bowl? Because I already know you think they're going to the Super Bowl to win for the next 10 years in a row, right?
Nah, I'm a little realistic. I'm a realistic fan.
I don't think it's such thing as
I'm a realistic fan, bro.
Hold up. I don't think it's such thing as a realistic Eagles fan or a Cowboys fan, man.
And why I'm holding this Heineken like this between my legs, bro? But yeah, I'm a realistic fan, but I feel like this our year, bro. I was a little nervous last night. I can't even lie, bro.
What was that to be nervous about? When were you nervous? It was a blowout completely, wasn't it?
Nah, I'm talking about before the game. You know,
you was nervous about the Giants?
I don't want this.
Wait, hold up. You was nervous about the Giants. What about the Giants?
Even though we beat them 2 times, you know, it's a whole lot of excuses. This, that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't played good as far as they had all their backups in the second game. This, that. So it was a whole lot going into the game, and you don't want to get there and goddamn. And lose first round. You know what I'm saying? It's the second round of the playoffs, but we hit the first round back. But you don't want to get there and goddamn lose. You know what I'm saying? So the pressure was on us to win. You know what I'm saying?
It was the Giants, man. They was overachieving the whole time, man.
There's upsets happening in his league. You know what I'm saying?
Man, if y'all would have got upset by the Giants, that would have been a major thing, man. Why did one of my lights cut off? Oh, well. But the Giants getting upset.
Were you cutting the lights off?
I didn't cut the lights off. But how you feel about the games today?
I feel like...
So what's today's date? Hold up. We got to keep this kind of stuff memorable. So we got this. What's the date? Sunday, January 22nd. How you feel about the games today? Who played today?
I feel like Buffalo going to take that giant.
Who Buffalo played?
Buffalo got Cincinnati today. You know, you got the other game, San Fran and the little girls.
Oh, the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
That's who I won the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah.
I want them in the Super Bowl.
You know, you want who in the Super Bowl?
The Cowboys.
No, I don't know about that one, bro. You
think about that. No, think about this.
Man, fuck the Cowboys.
A Cowboy Super Bowl would be awesome, man. Because you either love the Cowboys or hate the Cowboys. Everybody gonna watch that game. It's gonna be so many parties going on. I think that's exciting Super Bowl. But everybody left right now, you got the Eagles, they got a good fan base. The 49ers got a good fan base. And who else left? The Cowboys got a good fan base. But I think the Cowboys got the most exciting fan base there is, man.
They got the biggest, but they're the biggest disappointment. So, I mean,
yeah,
the balance is a little bit off. You know what I'm saying? The balance is off. You know?
Oh, man.
I like this little basketball court. What you did this yourself, bro?
Yeah, I made that myself.
With the logo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
fresh idea, something different.
Ain't nothing but a piece of paper.
I fucks with it.
Oh, man, but
before the season, my bad. Before the season started, you know, I had us in Buffalo going. You know, there still might be a possibility, but I wouldn't be surprised if Kansas City made it. You know, Patrick Mahomes, I fucks with him.
So and, you don't think Kansas City gonna do nothing? You don't think Kansas City gonna do nothing? Not Kansas City. Cincinnati gonna do nothing?
Nah, you know, I fuck with Joe Burr too. LSU, bro. You know, I fuck with that's my team. So
I was watching this joint. I don't know. Do you keep with LSU basketball?
No.
Girls basketball?
No, I don't keep up with them.
Oh, it's a girl. It's a beast, man. I was watching some
What's her
video.
name? You talking about that pretty girl?
Baltimore.
I know who you're talking about, but I don't follow them though.
Oh man,
but yeah, she's a cutie. Shout out to her too.
You don't even know her name, so you can't even get her name if you don't know her name.
I
you
shout out who I want to shout out.
You gotta shout her out by her name, though,
everybody
man.
out. Everybody need love.
Shout out the Cowboys, man.
Everybody need love.
Yeah, go ahead and shout out the Cowboys there. Everybody need love,
except the Cowboys. Fuck. Fuck you hoes.
hey, you serious about that, man?
It clicked in my mind. I had to come over here and goddamn show support.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? 6ix804 podcast. Did I get that right?
6ix804 podcast.
6ix804 podcast.
It don't have a name, really, though. They don't really have a name as of yet. You got any ideas for the name?
Primetime and 6ix804.
Wait, so you gonna be on here every day?
Hey, look, I didn't put my name first, bro. I didn't put my name first, bro. I'm running this shit. I'm running this shit, dog. Hey, bro, I'm starting to get comfortable now. I'm feeling real good.
Is the beers getting you comfortable? Because I don't drink, but is the beers getting you comfortable, you just naturally feel comfortable right now?
Beer make everybody feel better. That's just how I feel right now.
I can't stand beer, man. Beer tastes like Alka-Seltzer water.
Bro, one beer keep the doctor away. A day.
One
beer a day keep the doctor away. You know what I'm saying? That's just my whole aspect on everything.
So what 3 do, man?
What 3 do?
Yeah, what 3 beers a day do?
Well, it ain't for everybody. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying at least drink one and keep you healthy. Just drink one.
How you feel about like kids, like your daughter drinking underage? And like the big thing right now is all the parents is out there saying, well, I'd rather them drink with me than have to drink with some random people. But then I listened to the radio the other day and they said, yeah, drinking with your kids underage is illegal. So that's a tough thing because nowadays you don't know if you let somebody drink with somebody, a random person, they're gonna do it. So everybody feel like their kids is gonna do it. So is it your thing to prevent the kids from doing it? Your thing to be like, I'm gonna let the kids do it with me, or is your thing to be like, just ignore it? Because I think our parents was more like on ignore it type thing. But I guess the generations now is like, well, I did it and they gonna do it, but they might as well do it with me. But just think about it. How many kids you got? You got any kids?
I got 2 kids.
So just think about that. Like you saying that right now, but how you feel about your little daughter, son drinking like that? Like how you gonna stop them?
Well, you know,
I mean, that's what this is. It's a motivational podcast. We talk about that kind of stuff.
You know, kids gonna get away with what they can get away with. And you know, me growing up, you know, shit was real. I was the middle child, so it was real. They was real strict on me. My parents was real strict on me and shit. Like I couldn't listen to cussing music and shit. They got down checking my iPod and shit, making sure I ain't had that type of music on there. And shoot, they caught me one time, and I could just how I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't grew up the same way everybody else.
It's amazing.
A lot of people that I know now, they grew up and shit like that. So, I mean, it was just a different way of growing up. And, you know, I feel like I had advantages and shit like that, having both parents, you know what I'm saying, in my life. A lot of people not fortunate to have, you know what I'm saying, both their parents in their life.
So do you feel like having both parents in your life is a good thing or a bad thing, or it really don't matter? It's all on who's in your life. Because I feel like having like I had my dad in my life, so I felt like having a dad in your life is crucial. You know what I'm saying? My dad taught me some stuff and some things that my mother necessarily couldn't teach me. And just that dad just got that different kind of authority. Like it just means something different when it's coming from your dad. Do you feel like having a two-parent household is a good thing or a bad thing? You know, growing up from where you came from.
I mean,
honestly, you didn't come from the like I grew up with you. So we ain't really come from the best of neighborhoods. We ain't really come from the worst of neighborhoods either, though. You know what I'm saying? We was right there where we could get in trouble if we wanted to. Or, you know what I'm saying? They won't like we lived in the rich neighborhoods and nothing like that. So, you felt like, you know, having a two-parent household helped you?
Of course. I mean, like I said, it's always an advantage. And, you know, even if both the parents are not together, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going through now. You know, sometimes shit don't work out.
Yeah.
And you know, but you got to let your kids know that both your parents, they still love you the same way, even though they might not be together. And, you know, that was one of the hardest things that my daughter had to experience. And she still asks to this day. Like, you know, hey, are y'all gonna get back together? And,
so
you know, going through a divorce. And, you know, it's been 9 years. Sometimes people grow apart and whatnot.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're not the same person that you was 10 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Both people. And, you know what I'm saying? You grow, experience life, and things just change. And you know what I'm saying? It's best not to just do it for the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think in our generation, man, the parents used to stick around and what the heck? Look at that, I got a leak. Isn't that happy?
We got a leak in the studio.
But it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
You can't see it on the screen, I don't think, though.
Yeah, I got a leak over my head. That's why I put the hoodie on.
Oh, you got a leak over there, too?
Yeah. I think I put you in a good spot. It'll work. But anyway, I think in our generation, the parents stayed together. If they was married, they stayed together because that's like the Christian thing to do or the godly thing to do. And I'm not, you know, questioning that, but, you know, I think things is changing a little bit now where people are starting to make their own decisions and not so much based on, you know, biblical or religious decisions. They're making decisions for themselves. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but like I said, it's just the change of the generation. It's just, their relationships are tough, man. They tough. It breaks your heart to have to leave somebody that you loved at one point in time. I know that much. But sometimes you got to do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm. So when I thought I got married, I didn't think goddamn that shit like this was gonna happen and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you happen and shit.
Yeah, you get married, you all happy, you get very excited, then all of a sudden, you know, something go wrong.
Shit changed. And then, you know, some things you can work out and just some things it's just, like I said, it's best to just part ways if you have to. And things will get better.
Man, why would you break?
You know what I'm saying? It's a struggle, man.
Yeah, you break up with somebody and you be like, man, I don't care about them. Forget them. Go home.
Exactly.
And you cry.
Like, I don't give a fuck what happened to that person.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why we get like that.
Yeah, but when we cry. But when psychology, I guess that's one of the ways of healing. Just like with death, it's the same thing. But you know, what advice would you give somebody that's about to get married? I mean,
the time I do get advice, when I give advice on a marriage or something like that, because people do ask me all the time about this type of stuff. And I would hope that they would ask me before they actually propose, which they do. I mean, most of the time, that's what happens.
Yeah, but
the first thing I say to people when they ask me, like, how was marriage or how is marriage? You know what I'm saying? Is what you make it. You know what I'm saying? I think the first 5 years was great. But then, you know, as time went on, things just...
I mean, did she agree with the bill?
Did she agree with what?
The bill.
Oh, the bill wasn't a problem.
The bill wasn't a problem? I'm just asking,
bills
man.
Got paid. The bills got paid.
I said the bill.
You worried about the wrong B word. You worried about the wrong B word.
He said the bill wasn't a problem. The bills was getting paid. Yeah. I ain't mad at you, man. Hey,
that
I ain't here to judge. I'm just here to talk, man. But no, for real. But back to it. But back to it.
You make me an alcoholic or some shit.
I ain't make you have to be nothing, man. I'm just asking you got 2 beers. I got the water. You got the bill.
Not a problem. I got 3 more beers in the cup. That's a 6-pack. I ain't avoid no question, bro. You got a personal question? You was my best friend, always my best friend. Even though, you know what I'm saying. Even though like last 10 years, since I got married, we ain't really been tight like that. But you know what I'm saying. You always gonna be my best friend in my eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, I guess it just come back to marriage, man. So when you got married, my cousin got married the same day, and that was a hard decision for me to make, to pick. You fall out with your friends. You don't have nothing against your friends, but it's like you slowly start separating, man. And it's not something that you want to do, but it's just something like life just, like you be like, all right, you used to call somebody every day, then all of a sudden you working. Then you call them once a month. Then you call them once. You know, it just changes, man. And I guess that has something to do with marriage, because when you leave when you get married, you're committing to that woman. So you gotta make that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make that change.
Yeah.
A lot of people, I guess, get married and they still try to stay the same. But I guess you gotta change for a marriage, adapting to marriage.
Exactly.
So,
but you know, like I said, marriage is what you make.
And I ain't here to judge you, man. Hey,
ain't nobody being judged. Only one person can judge me. I don't give a fuck what nobody else say.
It was that G-O-D, right?
G-O-D.
Yeah.
But marriage, what you make it, bro. You know, what you put in is what you gonna receive. So,
like, the first thing people want to do when they get married is have like this big extravagant wedding with the white dress, the horses, the carriage, the cake that costs $10,000. Would you advise that? I mean, if you normal like us, working a normal job, I mean, that's the cool thing to do. That's the what everybody want to do. Would you advise that? Like, I mean coming from an entrepreneur.
It just all depends on how your funds are looking. I mean, you can have the worst job, worst paying job, and you can be the best saver. You know, I scramble just like anybody else. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just would not ever know. You know,
once life hits you, life hits you. You know what I'm saying? You gotta still maintain your credit. You gotta still maintain the bills. You gotta still maintain your family life. You gotta maintain so much. I mean, we ain't go out and get in no trouble, but sometimes whatever life just hits you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff just happens. But yeah, so I mean, I guess you would say with the wedding thing, you do whatever you gotta do.
You whatever. You know what I'm saying? I can't give advice what you should do, what you should. You know, I think the best thing to do, but I mean, I can't tell nobody what to do. But I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm saying? You want to be stable or whatnot. You don't want to be living paycheck to paycheck, and that's what a lot of people are doing, living paycheck to paycheck. We gotta get out of living paycheck to paycheck. We gotta put some money away. And
yeah, that's one cool thing about buying a house, man. When you bought the house, you can get equity. I didn't know nothing about buying houses. Like you was the first person I knew, except for my mother. But my mother, I was way younger when she bought her house.
Yeah,
to understand like the power of buying a house. And then you buy a house, and
they already got equity built up in it already.
So what did you do with the equity?
Hey, look, motherfucking pull out $60,000-$70,000. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to stunt on Facebook and shit with all this cash and shit like that. You ain't got to do all that. I be tripping when I be seeing all this, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do all that. But you got to stunt.
I mean, it's cool to stunt though, man. Stunt get you, you know, the looks. Well, like me right now, I got a business and I ain't stunting. I ain't.
Hey, look, I think one of the coolest stunts I see when they got down, when they be at the gas station or some shit like that, they got the money rolled on all the way to the arm and shit like that. I'm like, man, I want to do that shit just one day just to do it. You know what I'm saying? But
it look cool,
everybody don't even know how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't with all that.
But, I mean, it's cool. I mean, that's what get.
I don't knock it, but I just ain't with all that. You know.
I mean, that's what get the, you know, the attention, and this world is all about like having attention and wanting to be attention.
Yeah, money is the root of all evil, though. So
is money the root of all evil? Or money is just paper. Hey, I got a big one.
People to do anything.
So you know about
money.
crypto, right?
Yeah.
See, a lot of people don't know about crypto, but you know, like in probably like 10 more years, money is not even like money as we know it is not even going to exist. Like it's going to be all down to ledgers and just like digital currency. Like digital currency is going to be the big thing within the next 10 years, and people don't even know that. So it's going to be a game changer when all these other countries are already kind of going that way. The U.S. ain't figured it out yet, but when we go crypto, it's going to be a game changer. I wonder how they're going to stunt with the money when you ain't got no physical money to stunt with.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's some things coming involving finances that's going that's gonna freak some people out. But you already see it. The ATMs is disappearing. The paper money, you go certain places and paper money disappearing. I discuss a lot of stuff I feel like might get me killed, but I mean I ain't gonna go too deep into details. But if you look around, like paper money is disappearing. You see more Bitcoin machines, and Bitcoin isn't even the future, man. But digital currency is like gonna be a big thing in the future, man. Like digital currency is where it's going. I mean, we already.
That's another thing. Like niggas ain't investing their money. You know what I'm saying? They running out. They gotta get every pair of Jordans.
Hold on, Jordans though. Hey, when we was younger, man, I could afford. I guess my parents could afford Jordans, but they never did buy them for us. You know what I'm saying? So when you hit that age where you can finally afford them, I had to get them.
Oh no,
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna get all of them because some people be trying to get them all.
Especially if you're at home with your mom and dad. Yeah, I you know what I'm saying? Especially that. But I mean, if you out here living in the real world.
Yeah, you said you live paycheck to paycheck, man. You ain't got time to be, it's just knowing how to budget. Like you said, if you're good with saving and you can afford the Jordans, get them. But sometimes, and including me, I had times where I just had to get the Jordan.
No, that's understandable. I'm just saying that's with anybody. I'm just saying, but I'm just talking about the people that don't think about investing your money in stocks, cryptos, all that type of stuff. And
but then, do you think everybody knows about it? Like, I mean, it's a river of information now, so it's not really an excuse. But
it's a lot of people that know about it, but it's a lot of people that keep on saying. Well, you gonna have people that say, "I wish I would have known about this and that." I don't want to be one of the type of people to be like, "Well, I wish I would have did this," or "I wish I would have had somebody to tell me this."
All right. What advice would you give somebody? Like I said, once again, your little son or your little daughter. What advice would you give them right now, coming out the gate? As soon as they too young, but I'm saying like once they graduate high school, what's the first financial advice you would give them?
First thing I would tell my kids. Put money away. I would encourage my kids to at least put $100 a week away. And I got life insurance on my kids and whatnot, and I ain't talking about through the job. That's the regular insurance, life insurance or whatever. But I'm talking about I got regular insurance on my kids and me. Something would have happened to me or my kids or whatnot. It's money there that will be for them if something were to happen to me or whatever. And that's what people don't think about now. You don't think about that, but you run and get this unnecessary stuff and this, that. And so when something do happen, now you gotta go on the GoFundMe page, do this and do that. When all you had to do is lock in your life insurance at an early age and pay the cheapest you can. You lock it in at an early age.
I agree with you, but I always gotta go with the other side. I'm like Stephen A. or something. But man, you a little kid. You come. All right, you 18.
Nah, I mean, I'm talking about how you think now. I ain't talking about
but I'm saying, but think about it as an 18-year-old. When we was 18-year-old, think about this. We was out there balling.
I ain't talking about when you're 18.
What you talking about?
I'm talking about now.
Oh, you talking about now?
Yeah.
What about 18-year-olds? Why you don't care about the 18-year-olds,
We're not talking about the 18-year-olds.
What you talking about, the 30-year-olds?
Yeah, I'm in my 30s, bro. I got a 40-year-old mindset. You know what I'm saying?
So, back to this. I keep calling you entrepreneur because that's what you is. Congratulations, man. But
bro,
how did it? What? When I say this, and you talk about equity in the houses and how you reached your dreams. I mean, what did you buy with the equity in your house? You don't even know how much money it is, but what did you buy with the equity in your house? When you say you could pull out money and you could use equity, what did you decide to do with your equity, and why did you decide to do that with your equity?
I fixed up the house. I had a foreclosure, fixed it up.
So what was the background behind the foreclosure?
Put hardwood floors in, and
So how the foreclosure thing work?
Fix my man cave up.
How the foreclosure thing work?
The realtor really set me up with the foreclosure. She I can't remember all the details as far as that foreclosure. I can't even lie. I don't even remember what it was.
Like how did it work? Did you get it for a cheaper? Like, is it cheaper? Like, what is a foreclosure?
I had to put in a bid, and the bid was for real. The bid, the most I could bid was what that house was going for. So I didn't think.
So what was the condition of the house?
It was in great condition.
It was in great condition?
Yeah,
foreclosure.
I didn't think I was gonna get the house because the most I could, like, it was going off my W-2s off of one job. They didn't even go off my part-time job because I wasn't there for a long enough time. So that gave me a disadvantage. So that right there had me thinking, like, I wasn't gonna get the house, but nobody else put a bid in for the house.
What was this?
This was 9 years ago.
So let's do the math. Can we do math? 2023? So that was in 2014. So nobody else put a bid in. And around how, you don't got to get exact, but around how much did the house cost?
The house was worth about $100 grand.
So $100 grand. $100 grand. How many square feet?
1,100.
1,100 square feet. 100 grand. Do you not know that the same house now of that is going for like 250? And I mean, I know you know that, but I mean, I'm just trying to get that out there to the people out there, like, you know, maybe not necessarily buying a house now, but wait until certain things happen and developing this equity, because that's all equity is just, you know, the value of a house subtracted by, what is it, about amount of money, yo? Is that about right?
That's about right.
Okay, but
you know how, the cost of the houses and shit now. It's they kind of making it so you have to have a party to survive for real, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy.
But you won't get to what you really bought with the house, man. With the equity, man. Why won't you get to it?
Job.
Thank you.
That's what you're talking about. Well, how you just saying say that, bro?
Man, it's all about, see, in these interviews, it look pretty, but it's all about getting somebody to go somewhere. But you just wouldn't go there, man.
Bro, I was gonna get into all that, but you ain't give me time.
You get into it, man.
Bro, I ain't trying to be rushed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You would just say you was nervous, man. I mean, I'm just trying to get you to a point to talk about.
We can talk about that too. Okay, so you know the banks.
I mean, this is just to help people not be scared. Cause when you was little, we was little, you always said you wanted to have a barbershop. Since you was like 12 years old, that was your dream. You know what I'm saying? So that's a cool thing that you actually got your dream, because a lot of people, even possibly including myself, have said they had a dream and they never actually went for the dream. Failure or not, but they don't actually go for the dream. They'll sit back and say, make excuses. So you actually went out there, took took something and try to create with it. So I mean, just explain to you, you know, what happened. Like, what was the, you know, you don't have to go into too much details, but just explain, like, what was your thought process of, like, okay, I bought this house and now I can actually, you know, afford to do something with it. Well, I mean, was it a discussion with your wife or your family, or did you just say, man, I've been wanting to do this for a long time and I'm going to do it?
But you know, like, I wanted to get into something, but I didn't never know what I wanted to get into. But I wanted more income coming in. And I'm not answering that.
You do whatever, man.
No, I said I'm not answering. But it was just something. I wanted to get into something, and I had went to the barbershop this particular day, and I was talking to my barber, and I was asking him, like, how much money do you need to have to start your own barbershop? And this the guy, he's the manager of, you know what I'm saying, of the shop. And he would just give me a little details about it, this, that, and he was like, well, I don't own this shop. The guy that he works for, he owns the shop. And he has, matter of fact, he has about 5 or 6 more shops and shit. And the crazy thing is, he came in like a few minutes after me and the barber was having this conversation.
Oh, that's cool.
So he walked, when the guy that owned the shop, he walked in and he came in and he sat in the lobby and was eating a bag of chips, watching TV. And he said, you see that guy right there? The barber that was cutting my hair, he said, you see him right there? He's the owner of the shop. If you want to have, if you need any more details, holler at him after your haircut. And that's what I did. I hollered at him, got all the details, and he told me this, that. And then, you know what I'm saying, as time went on, I said maybe like 5 or 6 months went on, he had a shop for sale. And I went on, you know what I'm saying? He already knew how interested I was in that. And I couldn't get a business loan. They said you had to have a business for, I think it was 2 or 3 years. You had to
You couldn't get a business loan for what?
to get the shop. I needed to front up $20,000.
So you needed to get $20,000.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't give you a business loan.
They wouldn't give me a business loan
because you didn't have a business.
Because I didn't have a business.
So I mean, you had to how the let's say you had LLC or whatever, sole proprietorship. You had to have it for 2 years before you could get a business loan.
Exactly.
But you probably would have had to have business credit too. I mean,
exactly. So that's a big disadvantage right there. So I had to
that's why people like. I guess you could call them now scammers. Everybody say get an LLC, but it's a beneficial to have an LLC because of what happened with you. But anyway, my bad.
So I'm trying to figure shit out. You know what I'm saying? Doing a whole lot of thinking. I said, goddamn, I really want this shop. It's already established. And it has 6 barbers in it. I can come in and bring another 5 more people because it's got 11 booths. Great location. You know what I'm saying? And I said, shoot, I'm gonna just take some equity out of my house and goddamn get caught up with some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stuff I want to do around the house and whatnot, and pocket some of the money. And I said, shoot, I'm gonna take the money that I bought for the shop. I'm gonna take the rest of the money, and buy the shop. That's what I meant to say. I think the beer getting to me.
Burr. Hey, Gucci Man with the man back in the day, but back to the subject.
Oh, shout out to Kanye.
Kanye. Hey, hold on. Let's finish the barbershop story, man, before we get to Kanye.
Fuck Gucci.
You don't like Gucci Man now, man?
I don't listen to Gucci. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little baby fan.
We was big on Gucci back in the day, man.
That was back in the day, and that was just for the beats and shit. That nigga can't rap. But
you really don't like Gucci now, man?
Yeah, but
you can't go vibe off of that.
We all know Kanye to go.
I can't disagree, but
greatest artist of all time.
He just listen to Gucci for the beats.
He all right though. I mean,
old school Gucci. Everybody listen to old school Gucci.
Yeah, all right, bro. But I mean, he ain't nothing like no Jeezy. Come on now. Come on, Mr. 17.
Wait, hold on. Let me make mental note. All right, we're gonna go back to the house. So, you feel like overall Jeezy is better than Gucci?
Hell yeah! What you mean? I don't know if you just doing this shit for the set.
I ain't doing it for the set. No. Seriously. No. Seriously. Jeezy lyrically is better than Gucci, but Gucci had mixtapes for days. I'm just saying, like, I could listen to Jeezy, I could listen to Gucci, but who has done more for the rap game, Gucci or Jeezy?
I think Jeezy. I was going to school with a Jeezy goddamn shirt on. I was getting put out of school for wearing Jeezy shirts and shit like that. He had a big influence. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's tough, man.
Gucci was all right, but I mean, he not on no Jeezy.
Lyrically.
He might have run 3 rounds when they had their verses.
But I mean, it ain't even about the verses, man. It's just about what came with Gucci. But I'm just saying, like what came with Gucci, man. You had Walker. You had OJ the Juice, man. That's why I say Jeezy lyrically, it's like, okay, Jeezy know how to hit your soul. Gucci ain't know how to do that. But the whole era of it all was straight up Gucci, man.
Yeah,
Gucci man.
He's just not on Jeezy level Snowman. I don't even want to talk about Gucci no more. He's not worth my time talking like that, bro.
What you mean, man?
He's not worth my time talking. I don't want to talk about Gucci.
Well, why not, man?
I just don't want to talk about Gucci, man. He just don't do nothing for me for real.
Gotti?
I fuck with Gotti. I fucks with him.
Are you looking at the old Gotti or the new Gotti? The old Jeezy or the new Jeezy? Because, like, I don't know, man. I can't get off of that. I mean, that's tough. That's tough.
I'm looking at the whole career. I ain't looking at old, new.
But like right now, look, Gucci's still putting people on. Like Jeezy kind of like Jeezy got older. So Jeezy done matured and doing his little real estate thing. But I'm just saying, like,
that's good. But I mean, you still just won't have the same impact, I think.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good discussion, man. It really is.
You know what I'm saying? Better. I mean, I just like the music. The music was way better.
I mean, it's coming from the same guy. I remember we were sitting on the steps a long time ago,
You know, I ain't a street dude. We ain't street dudes, but we was listening to Gucci Mane and goddamn G's and shit like that. But
no, I remember I said we were sitting on that porch and I said
the better artist is hands down G's. I mean, no discussion.
Now, artist wise, I'm talking about like overall influence. Like you see on like Facebook and Instagram, you say take away one of the four and everything else involved with them. Like I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and disagree that Jeezy, but I mean, I thought Gucci would get more respect than that, man.
I mean, he all right.
Trapaholics, Zaytoven, Waka Flocka.
We all know who won last
OJ
year.
OJ and Juice Man.
We know who won that versus last year. We all know that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, hey. I mean, I don't know. That's tough, man. That's like just like with sports.
Yeah, I like my own customized hoodie.
Who made that? Are you promoting
Mike Davenport.
Mike Davenport.
Look him up on Facebook. Shout out to Mike Davenport.
What's on there, man? We gotta go back to the house thing, but who you got on there?
We got Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni. You know what I'm saying?
Who was that in the middle? You got 4 people on there, man.
No, other 2 people irrelevant.
Hey,
shout out to Mike Davenport.
Who was at the end? What Jalen? What's point to Jalen? What's his name?
Jalen Hurts.
So who's that beside Jalen Hurts?
Right here?
Yeah.
That's the coach.
What the other side? That's a wide receiver, ain't
it? I ain't worried about him. I should have cut him out the goddamn wrong side. Should have cut him out the goddamn picture.
Hey, he's still an Eagle, man. Once an Eagle, always an Eagle, huh? But yeah, back to the house thing. So you was in the barbershop, you were sitting down with him, and you know, you talked to him, you were about to get the business loan. They wouldn't let you get the business loan because of you didn't have business for 2 years. So then what did you decide to do?
I said, I'm gonna go and see how much equity I can get out of my house and pay stuff off and see what's left over and see do I have enough money. And that's what I did. I was able to get the barbershop and through the equity of my house. And that's something that a whole lot of people probably don't know they can do. They probably don't even know you can pull out equity in your house.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But that's a big advantage that, you know what I'm saying, that I had. And shoot, I could pull out some equity in there if I want to, but you know, it's always disadvantages to it because you keep taking out equities and stuff like that. Then you got to pay it on the back end, and then it starts your loan back over, and this that your 30-year. If you got a 30-year mortgage or 15-year mortgage or whatever.
So when you get equity loan, do it change your interest rate?
Or do interest rates always change, so you might get a better. You know, so most of the time you get a better interest rate. That's why people
interest rate right now
refinance their house because they get a better interest rate. You know what I'm saying? So the interest rates always change. And last I heard, everything was up. So
yeah, the interest rate.
You know what I'm saying? But you know,
I guess, like I said about the technique about interviewing, we could get to 2 things at once. So the 2 things we can get to, and as we about to hit it in a little bit, is COVID and how COVID changed everything. Made it better and worse. And I guess you about to get there. So keep on talking about the barbershop.
You know, the barbershop.
I mean, all right, so you bought the barbershop, right? And now you got the barbershop. You pulled the equity out. You got the barbershop. Do you own the building? Did you buy the building or did you just buy how did that work?
You rent the building out.
So do you all right, so for me, if I want a barbershop, do you advise me to do it the way you did it or to buy a building?
I mean, if you got the money up front to get the building.
I mean, how much money did you check out the building thing, or you just kind of was like, this was all right? Okay,
it was something I couldn't buy. It was in the shopping center. So
all right. No, I'm just saying, I'm saying before you
bought the people that own the shopping center, they live in New Jersey. We in Richmond, Virginia. You know what I'm saying? That's some big boss shit right there.
Yeah.
You own something in another state.
So did you look like before? All right, so you bought the barbershop. Did you just like go after the first barbershop because you like it's the perfect, or did you like kind of research it first? I'm getting hot.
I had an option. I had an option with the barbershop. It was another barbershop that I could have went partners with them. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to fully just have my own business. I didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, be partners or whatever. So it was just something I wanted to do on my own.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? I had my barbershop for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? I think I had a good 3-year run.
So what you think ended it? What caused the 3-year run to end?
You know, with owning a business, you know what I'm saying, you had to have a business mindset first and foremost. And you know what I'm saying, I feel like I got better as time went on, and I know how to run. I know how to run a business better than the first time around. So my second time around, if I do choose to go that route, I will have more experience and I can probably operate it a little bit better. But you know, my downfall was I didn't know COVID was going to hit. So, you know, after I bought the barbershop, COVID hit like 6 months later.
Yeah.
So I was making good money. And then, like I said, COVID hit. And they shut the shops down for like 2-3 months or whatever. And then, you know, I use that time to fix the shop up. But then when the shops open back up, you know, the money was still coming in. But when you got people that don't get along with each other and this,
you're saying
complaining about this and that.
So you're saying the shop is like, it's not just, so running the shop is not just about having, you know, 15 chairs. It's about the personality. So
you got to bring.
You became a human resource guy now. So you're not just the barbershop owner. You got to be like this. I'm the human resource. So you cut hair?
I don't cut hair. That would have been a big advantage. So I advise anybody to get a barbershop. You know what I'm saying? I would hope that you are actually in there cutting hair too. See, I didn't cut hair, so I could have made more money if I had my own barbershop and cutting out of it. And I could see everything that's going on. See, my thing is, I couldn't see everything that was going on. Working 2 jobs and owning a business. You know, I had a
that's American dream, Bubba.
I had a few managers in the shop, but you know, I felt like they did a decent job. They did good jobs. You know what I'm saying? They did a good job or whatever, but I feel like you always gonna feel like you could have did a better job if it was you. You know what I'm saying? On some shit like that. So you know.
I mean, it's just hard dealing with so many different personalities and so many different type of people. You got one barber that might be cutting hair, be real sweet and getting paid all the money. You got this barber that might just be starting off and he doing something different. And like I was saying on my last podcast, man, sometimes like competition and being competitive with people start like doing dirty stuff and sneaky stuff or start like saying different things. So it's like just, I guess dealing with a barbershop is like a personality thing. Like dealing with all these different types of people is just kind of hard. And that's kind of where you fell into of it all. I mean, I always thought barbershop was like a genius. Like it just, everybody want their hair cut or done. But you make it seem like it's maybe not be so simple. But that's why you're here to help the people that do want to start a hair salon or a barbershop, because they can come to you and say, growing up, and that's what you really want to do. I applaud you for that, man. I mean,
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Because like I said, a lot of people wouldn't even take the time or wouldn't even jump that much. But like you said, you learn from it, and you're still young, so you could within the next 10 years you could save up again, but you'll know what to do next time.
Exactly.
So
won't be another barbershop. I tell you that.
You said won't be another barbershop?
Nah, I'm going bigger than that.
What you thinking of, man?
I can't tell everybody.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. And I ain't mad at you, man. I thought you had some. I thought you had some. Oh
no, I got some.
Is it tea? No, some gems that you was about to drop on the people.
Nah, but you know.
Nah, some things. One reason why I do this is I ain't doing this to put my business out there. It's just to expose different people, man. That we got a lot of different people around us, and we only appreciate, like you were saying, we only appreciate the people that's going around stunting. You know what I'm saying? We only appreciate the people that's going around, you know, that look like they got something. Even though they might have it, but that's the people that everybody run to. They don't run to you when you know right now you giving all this away. But when you start getting money or getting more money, they gonna, you know, appreciate you more than they do now. But what you have done is a beautiful thing. You know what I'm saying? But they don't appreciate you until you show it.
Exactly.
You know, so that's what it's all about. You know. And one day I might have to interview or will interview somebody that we gotta appreciate now. But like they don't appreciate you until if sometimes I feel like they don't appreciate you until you show it.
Yeah.
Like you gotta show it. And now with this new generation, the new social media generation, it seemed like you gotta show it before you get it. And J. Cole said you gotta fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess I ain't really no faker, man. But that's what this all about. Just giving out different tips for people to get through their life, man. I ain't talking about sports. I ain't taking that from you. I ain't talking about rap. Because I still don't agree with the Gucci Man thing.
That's all right. I don't want to talk about that man no more.
You don't want to talk about Gucci Man no more. No more.
No more. Bro, you writing your scripts down or something, bro?
What you mean?
This is off the top of the dome. I want to know what your next question gonna be.
Top of the dome, man. Top of the dome. Everything
you
top of the dome.
Have something written down.
You said I need to have something written down?
I think so.
Why? We didn't hit everything I need to hit.
Because you're a little unorganized.
Why you say I'm organized?
You ain't got no script written down, bro. You don't even know what your next question gonna be. Watch.
I do know what my next question is gonna be. I already know. So, who's better, Jamal Crawford or Kyrie Irving? We on a Jeezy Gucci Man, right? So, who you feel like has got the better game, Kyrie Irving or Jamal Crawford?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving?
Exactly.
But Jamal, see, that's what I'm getting at. I'm getting at, like, we're looking at it one way, but Jamal Crawford started it all, man. Like, he's like the pioneer of it all. Yeah, and that's how I feel. I feel like
I don't really like Kyrie like that, but I'm
just talking about not like, that's personality.
I'm just going off who the better person between the two. I'm just get it to Kyrie.
I mean, like I said, I feel you, but I just feel like that's kind of coming down to the Gucci Man, Jeezy thing. Like Kyrie and Jamal Crawford. Jamal Crawford was a beast, man, a beast. Even when he was 39, and scored 50 points. And you say I'm organized. I think that's a pretty good question, man. I'm just all off the top of the dome, and they don't organize. I could throw him all day, man.
I don't think he averaged the same. He ain't averaged that many points again for his whole career. Well, he a good 6 man now. What do you?
He ain't in the league no more. But I'm just saying he should be in the league.
I'm ready to say like, Kyrie, the better player.
Yeah, Kyrie. I mean, like I said,
I like Jamal Crawford, but
if you know basketball, man, you know Jamal Crawford is a beast. Yeah, like he's a beast. And do you think it comes down to politics? Like, look what they did to Kyrie Irving. Like, could it be politics involving Jamal Crawford? Like, really, Jamal Crawford really could have been Kyrie Irving, but it's the politics because look what they did to Kyrie Irving now.
I feel you, but Jamal Crawford gonna take you to a championship.
That's what I'm trying to say. Could Jamal Crawford have took you to a championship, or is it all involving politics? Is it all of the play of the game? Which way it go? Because why? Like, you're a Dallas fan, right? So why they trade Porzingis? Like, Porzingis still a beast. He with the Wizards. He's still a beast. But it all come down to politics, man. So Jamal Crawford. That's what I say. Like, I think Jamal Crawford's a beast. Could Jamal Crawford have been Kyrie Irving? I don't know. You see what I'm saying? It all comes down to politics and the human resource side of it all. And that's life, man. Like, we both got the same playing style, but the coach might like you better or like somebody else better. What you think?
I agree with that. That's fact right there. What you laughing at?
I'm just laughing, man. You see, I'm coming on the top of the dome with this, man.
I agree with that.
I mean, it's tough with sports, man. You're a sportsman. This what you do. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I really don't know. I didn't like Luka a few years ago, but now I got to start liking him. Like, this man is truly a beast.
Man, he's the most unstoppable point guard of all time.
Point guard?
He's a point guard.
Of all time?
He's the most unstoppable point guard of all time.
Is he a point guard or a shooting guard?
He's a point. He has the ball in his hand. He's the point guard.
So what about James Harden?
But he shoots the ball
in the prime. So, I mean, I'm not gonna doubt him, but James Harden was a beast in his prime. James Harden changed some stuff up. I mean,
hold on. We're not gonna do is compare Harden and Luke. That's what we
no, James. See, you only see what's going on now. James Harden was a beast, man. He was a beast. He
won't average and triple doubles like this man, Luke.
So Westbrook,
all right, but he clumsy. His man, Luka's NBA IQ is out this world.
Luka's slow.
He'll set a motherfucker up.
He's slow.
It don't matter how fast he is.
But you just said Westbrook clumsy.
He clumsy, yeah. He'll shoot an air ball, shit like that, and he'll shoot an air ball layup on this bitch. But I'm saying that Luka is so great, bro. That motherfucker is a beast, and he can get to anywhere he want to go. That's why I say he's the most unstoppable point guard of all time.
Better than Kyrie?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I'm not here to disagree with you. He can get to
where he got to go, bro, and he got the team on his back. You know what I'm saying? For real, we like one player away, I think. I think we one player away.
What player are you away, though? What player do you think the Dallas Mavericks need needs to get y'all where y'all need to be? Like, if you had to pick any player off any team, you just pick any player. That's the player you need right there. Because you had Porzingis, and I mean, he's a 7-foot ball handler that can shoot, do just about everything. So you had that. So you can't really go Anthony Davis because Anthony Davis and Porzingis probably the same game.
We already need to upgrade our roster. They say we're gonna do that, but I'm saying we need better shooters.
Then Wiggins a good shooter, right?
Yeah, he a good shooter.
Well, y'all let Brunson go.
I mean,
and this all off the top of the dome, man. You say I ain't ready. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for you. I got the whole Mavericks roster. I knew what I was gonna talk about.
No, I mean, I ain't saying that we're not missing Brunson, but we're not gonna pay him the second.
Christian Wood.
We're not gonna pay him the second most money on the team. And,
so Christian Woods. I mean,
he's not the second best player on the team. We're gonna pay him the second most. That's why we didn't.
Well, Christian Woods your second best player.
We didn't even get a chance to offer Brunson any money. You know what I'm saying?
Brunson went where the money was at. He left.
But we didn't get a chance to offer him anything because he already knew he was leaving because his dad was gonna be the coach over there in New York. You know what I'm saying? We didn't even have a chance.
I don't know about that.
We didn't have a chance to offer him anything.
So what player you think Dallas needs to get y'all where y'all need to be? Any player? Is it LeBron?
We just need another good player, bro.
Like do you need a point guard, shooting guard, small forward? What you need?
We need better defense. I want to throw no
So
name.
Kawhi.
Yeah, we can win with Kawhi and Luka, of course. Yeah, somebody like him. We need a player that can play defense and offense.
So what if I come in there? All right, Luka, he kind of like quiet. He a superstar, but he ain't really like the talkative superstar. So do you think it's coming back to the personality thing. So you know, Luka kind of laid back. He pull up in the Hummers and all that, but what if you get somebody like a talkative superstar beside Luka? You think that mess it up? I'm saying like it's coming down to the politics.
I wouldn't mind getting Dame or somebody like that, but I feel
Dame
like
good idea. Yeah, Dame.
Yeah, but they were talking about that, but you know, he loyal to his team. So I respect that. But if we get somebody like Dame or somebody, man, that's gonna put us over the top.
So who gonna handle the ball? That's the problem in Houston.
We always in the game with Luka. Houston. You know what I'm saying? We always in the game with Luka. We went to the conference championship. You know what I'm saying? Went to the conference championship. We should have won 7 games. We gave 1 game to them.
Who y'all played? Phoenix?
They beat us in what?
Phoenix? I can't remember. Was it Phoenix?
Nah, we beat Phoenix. We came back on them and beat them after they were talking all that shit.
I'm
talking about Golden State. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We gave them a good run. You know what I'm saying? Luka so
you think, all right, so Dallas right now can beat Memphis?
Yeah, we own Memphis. You look at the games we played them last year, we own Memphis. We're not worried about Memphis.
Ja Morant a beast.
He's a beast, but we look at how
he might be the best point guard right now in the league, man. What you think?
How could you say that, bro? Luka the MVP, bro. What are you talking about?
MVP?
Wait,
hold on. MVP. Let's
put up about 35 points a game.
MVP.
Averaging almost a triple-double. Yeah, he better than Ja. Come on, I like Ja, though.
MVP.
But you know,
Dallas will like number 6?
With the way Ja gonna end up, I feel like if he keep on thinking he can jump over
people, he gonna get hurt.
Yeah, he gonna be like Derrick. He gonna be like Derrick Rose.
Yeah, he definitely gonna get hurt.
I ain't wishing it on him, but that's what's gonna happen.
But they could say that about your quarterback though. So that's the same thing. He running around like Vic. So it's just the injury.
He didn't do that last night. He got out of bounds.
Yeah, just running around. Once you get out of that zone, man, they could pop you. And that's just scary. You get out of bounds, but you can't get out of bounds with so much. But these boys now, these quarterbacks now, these boys is running that ball and not get hurt. Vic used to get hurt. Remember
I took my ass whipping. I took what I learned from that ass whipping.
Hey, that's life. Hey, that's life, man. Hey, that's right there, man.
That's how I won. But if I had faced that dude again, I still would have got my ass whooped.
That's life, man. You learn from your mistakes and you correct them. And that's the same thing you did with your barbershop, man. You learn from the things and you correct them. They say Donald Trump is went bankrupt so many times. Although he had people giving him money, but he went bankrupt all these times, and every time he come back on top. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you can come back on top. It ain't nothing to it, man. But say I ain't got this whole thing organized, but it's all organized in one little thing, man.
Man, I'm fucking with you still in your feelings about that.
Man, hey, that's another thing, man. I'm a very sensitive guy. Why is that?
Man, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Leo.
That's that Leo shit.
Leos ain't sensitive, is it?
What if today y'all are? All right, next subject.
But no, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. You got anything you want to say?
Nah. I don't really have too much more to say. I appreciate being on. What's the second episode?
Yeah, the second episode, man. You got the second one.
I appreciate it. And I thought I was number 1 in your life, but I guess I'm number 2 in your life. That makes you warm inside, don't it?
Yeah.
The love that we got. But now I don't have too much more I want to say. I appreciate you having me on. You know what I'm saying? You had to tell me 3-4 times, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I made time on my schedule. I was off today, so fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Ready to go watch some football. Hopefully the Cowboys lose today. We got San Fran next week. Beat their ass. Super Bowl. Beat their ass, whoever it is. So that's just how I feel.
I don't know if I'll be able to get this out there before all this happens. So you want to make some predictions? Like, make a prediction. Like, right now, y'all in the Super Bowl. And so when I release this, if it's around the Super Bowl time, it sounds like it's happening right now.
Well, my prediction, who gonna go?
Who will win the Super Bowl? Y'all already in the Super Bowl, man.
I already said before the season started.
What you think? All right, so right now it's the Super Bowl. The Eagles in there. Who y'all facing?
Well, before the season started, I said us and Buffalo.
So Buffalo.
And I'm still gonna say Buffalo because I think.
All right, so now y'all in the Super Bowl. What if I release the day of the Super Bowl? What you got? Score. FanDuel.
Super Bowl score.
Bills, Eagles. Super Bowl. What's the final score? And who winning?
I'm going to say 33. 33-20.
Uh-oh. This is going to be cool when I release this. I hope I can put all this out with my editing and put it all out and see how close you were. 33-20. That ain't bad.
33-20. Philly.
And what you got any advice for anybody? You got any advice for your kids? Like right now, this is the time to say, this is what you want to tell your kids. And then we're going to end it.
So, hold on, I don't understand that question.
So right now, right? Imagine your kids is watching this, and how old is your kids?
My kid's 7 and 4.
So, all right, they watching this 10 years from now. They just turned 18, right? And you want to get a message to them. What message you giving them? And then we're going to end it.
I would say, is you talking about like...
So right now, like look, we're in the podcast right now, right? 10 years from now, your kids is watching this podcast, right? 10, 11 years from now, they watching this. They ain't never seen it before, and you want to get a message across to your kids right now. It could be a message about anything, but what would you want to tell your kids 11 years from now that when they turn 18 and they just graduated high school, and this, you know, you want to give them a set of advice that, or something that you want to tell them, if it's just you love them or anything, what would you tell your kids 11 years from now? What you got to tell them? And they ain't seen this podcast. They're gonna see 11 years from now. What you got to tell them?
I ain't gonna lie, I can't answer that. We gotta delete this part, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what I should say.
Hey man, you still? Hey, what you mean delete it?
I just don't understand the question.
All right, look, right now, right? We here, right? Your kid's 7, right? So 7 years from now, they on YouTube. They ain't know you made this. They don't have a clue you made this video, right? You at work. They just, you know, they 11 years from they turn 18, right? You got that?
Mm-hmm.
They just popped in this. They just seen you on YouTube, like, Daddy on YouTube, right? And I said, you want to get them a message. Like, you want to tell them something. Tell them how you feel about something that you feel like once they turn 18 that they need to know. If it's like, Daddy love you or something, man, you got to give them some kind of information. They just pop this in there. You at work or they missing you or whatever, and you got something you want to tell them. What you want to tell them, man? Tell them. This your time. Oh, what do you want to tell the people? Something that you know that you feel like it's gonna be inspirational, man. But it gotta be. It'd be better for your kids.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how to answer that question. I don't know, bro.
Oh, don't let me beat you.
Hey, look, I wasn't expecting that question. I don't know, bro.
Don't let me beat you. All right, here we go. I'm gonna be you. You ready? I'm gonna be you.
What would you say? I don't know.
Let me tell you. Hey, my name is Deon, and I want y'all to know that Daddy love y'all, and I did everything I could to get you to this point in life. And even though you turned 18 and you graduated high school, that don't mean that life is over. You know, Daddy's still here. I'm still gonna do whatever I can for you. I done did everything I can for you, and I will continue to do everything I can for you. But I want you to know that you need to save your money like Daddy did. And I want you to take your time and invest and save your money. I want you to, I don't know if buying a barbershop is the best decision because daddy did that and I won't really feeling that. But if you need advice, daddy got you because daddy's here for you, baby. And son. Do you call your son baby?
No, I don't call him baby.
All right, so it's not baby to the son. But I just want y'all to know I love y'all and I appreciate y'all and that y'all are awesome. And that if you ever need anything from me, I got you.
Delete this part,
I'm not deleting this, man.
Bro, because I ain't like that question, bro.
That was a good question. You say you don't like my question, but you say I'm organized, but I'm highly organized.
I just ain't like the last question, bro.
What's wrong with the question, man?
Ain't nothing wrong with
it. That's the clickbait, man. That's what to get some motivation out of you. Like when they look at it, they're gonna say, "Oh man, that man really know what he talking about, man." That's what that is, man. So when I want to put up a certain section, you gonna say, "I love my kids," and I just put that one little part like, "Dang, this guy's absolutely awesome." I'm trying to put you there, but you don't want to go there.
Yeah, but I fucked up on that part. I don't even want to see that part no more. I don't want my kids to even see that part. Daddy couldn't even think of that.
Well, that's the point. You still got it now, man.
I feel you, but I mean,
I could delete all this and then you can say it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired now.
You can't be tired, man.
I'm tired.
But anyway, man, let's end it then, man. You got anything else to say?
I hope you delete that last part. I don't want to see that.
I don't know, man. Like when I go back and look at it, I gotta figure out if I can do something with it or not.
No, because I don't want to. You asked me a question about the kids. I ain't understand the question. I just couldn't put nothing together because I'm tired for real.
Well, you can't be tired.
Maybe you need to ask me that question again.
So you trying to come back on again?
And delete that part.
You trying to come back on again, man?
Yeah.
But all right, man. I appreciate you coming on, man. I appreciate you, man. All right.
No problem. Bird game, bitch.